Welcome to the third part under the multiple criteria based conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel related formulas and function. In this section we are going to look at the two very important concepts, that is a relative reference and absolute reference. Relative reference means a relative address will change when copied to other location in our worksheet. It means that if you drag the formula, the column number, row numbers or column name, it's automatically changed. That is the relative reference. Absolute reference means if you lock the cell, when you copy the cell, it will not change. It means that the row and column will not be changed, right? You can see here an absolute reference in Excel refers to a reference that is locked, so that row and column will not change when copied, right? So no need to worry about it. When we practice, you can easily to understand, right? I'm going to move directly to the exercise, and you can see here this is a serial number, sales rep, sales amount, bonus percentage, 3% of bonus amount, 2% of bonus amount, special bonus amount, 2%, right? Question 1. If the managing board decided to provide 3% bonus for all employees based on the sales amount, therefore calculate the bonus amount for each sales rep. You can see here they are going to be provide their bonus 3% based on their sales amount. So how can we calculate it? So very simple. First I'm going to put that equal sign, then sales amount multiplied by this bonus percentage. Then I'm going to be drag up to here. Now you can ask that what is the relative, what is the absolute reference, right? If you look at the E2 cell, you know well that if you define the cell name, first we have to tell the column alphabet, then row number, right? For example, this is the K4, this is the M2, this is M, this is 2, this is the J7, the cell, right? Here you can see that the cell is multiple C2 multiplied by D2. Here the next one, what is that? C3 D3, C4 D4. You can see that row number is changing. Row number is changing when we copy the formula. This is called that relative reference, right? And if you want to lock the column, we can put the $sign in front of the column letter. Then it will lock. For an example, I will show you. I'm going to put that. I'm going to insert one column. Column is already locked. That is why it will not. It's not changed, right? Column locked, right? Column locked. I will show you. I'm going to copy this formula, right? I'm going to copy this formula, right? And if I want to lock this C column and D column, you can put the $sign in front of C, $sign, and in front of D $sign. It means that the column it's not changed. All right. Here also it's not changed. C and D, C and D. Here also C and D. But I will show you. If you drag, you can see that C, D not change. Right? If you want to lock the row, you can lock the row. For an example, I'm going to put that plus sign, row locked. How can you lock the row? How can you lock the row? Right? Row lock. I'm going to copy this formula, and here I'm going to paste it. And you can see that row it's always changing. You can see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 likewise, right? If I want to log, how can I log? You can put the $sign in front of row. I'm going to put that $sign here and $sign here. And I'm going to drag. If I drag, what will happen? The amount, the row number is locked. You can see everywhere is C2, D2, C2, D2. This is row lock, this is column lock, right? Here also not column change, that is why here also not change. But the row is always change here, right? So this is why I lock. If I lock, you can see if I double click this one only multiple, and here also if I double click this one only multiple, because we have locked the row, right? So this is the relative reference. This is we lock the column. This is we lock the row. I hope you understand. The next question is that if the managing board decided to provide extra special 2% bonus for all employees based on the sales amount, therefore calculate the bonus amount for the each sales rep. You can see that special bonus is 2% here. If I want to calculate, how can I calculate? You can put that equal the sales amount multiple by this 2%, then hit enter. But if I drag, what will happen? The value is not come, because why? Because this is multiple by C2 and D10. You can see C2 and D10. But the next one, what will happen? C3 D11, right? D11 there is nothing value, so we have to lock this cell. What cell? D10. This D10 we have to lock. If you want to lock, you can use the F4 into the keyboard. That is a shortcut. Otherwise you can put the $sign in front of row and column. So I will show you. Now I am going to lock this column and row. If I lock the column and row, the cell is not change. I'm going to hit, and now I'm going to drag. Now it's a perfect. You can see this value multiplied by this value, this value multiplied by this value. This is because we lock the D10 cell. That is why, right? So if you look at here, this C2 and C3 is relative reference, but D10 is absolute reference because we lock the cell. This is a difference between the relatives and absolute reference, right?